Hi students, it's time for art, and first thing, let's start with Godzilla of the Week. So last time you remember we voted and Baragon won first place and Godzilla 62 won second place, so I figured he's going to be this week's Godzilla. But this week we will have a survey, so you could fill it out and vote on a new Godzilla for next week. But for today, Godzilla 62. Now he's pretty cool. He's pretty big. This is one of my... Okay, so here you can see him. Back up a little. He's pretty rad. He's huge. It's like the size of a small dog. So this Godzilla is from 1962, and that was the year they did Godzilla vs. King Kong. And that was a pretty epic movie, but if you look at the special effects at the time, they weren't that great. They were pretty weak. They got a new Godzilla vs. King Kong coming out, which I'm sure will have mega awesome special effects, right? But anyways, the nice thing about this Godzilla was he was really, really different looking. He's really chonky, as you can see. He's huge. He's kind of like a sumo wrestler, which is kind of fun. And his head is more like a lizard. So I don't know. He's got more of like an alligator head instead of like a dinosaur head. I don't know. But he's really cool. He's got a nice big long tail. He's a lot of fun. And he definitely has a distinct look from the other years. Like, I don't know if you remember Godzilla 89. Way different than this one, right? So anyways, he's pretty cool. There's a nice big model kit that I purchased probably 20 years ago. It's long gone. They don't make these anymore. This is one of my favorites because it's so big and it's so interesting. And they have a lot of details. And like right here, like they even include this little strip. This is like this in the original Godzilla costume. Like this would open up and there'd be a zipper there, right? So it's kind of cool that they even include some of those kind of cheesy details, but they give Godzilla a lot of charm, like this version of Godzilla. So anyways, here he is. He's got a close up here. Oh yeah, there we go. That's pretty cool. He's pretty sweet. So anyways, that's one of my favorite models. So that's it for Godzilla of the Week. So let's get into the art portion of this video. Hi, fourth graders. It is time to work on our latest project, comic book heroes. Superheroes. And before we do that though, I have a no name. So if this looks like your Campbell soup can, then send me an email. I'm gonna put a number 2 on this. And I think I've had those numbers. Let's see, let's do how about number 5? I think I've had some of those. So if this looks like your Campbell soup, you send me an email and say, Mr. Smith, number 5, paper number 5 is mine, right? Maybe I'll try to, if you can't figure it out, maybe I'll just send this to school and your teachers can pass this around until we find it. But anyways, I need to know who this is so we can mount it. Okay. So today we're going to be making up our own superheroes. And we have this packet. Now, we have three weeks to work on this, so don't hurry up and finish this the first week and hand it back. We got 3 weeks. You're like, but Mr. Smith, like, that doesn't take that long. It may not. Some of you are fast, and that's great. I mean, you kind of get at it, and you really work really fast on art. That's awesome. That's awesome. But we do have 3 weeks to work on this. So if you finish, I don't know, wait for the videos, I guess. So there'll be 3 videos. Wait for the videos and then follow along. If you finish like your week's work, like let's say you're on week 2 and you finish that really fast, Then if you have some other projects that you haven't finished, go ahead and work on them, right? You can work on them and finish up some projects that you haven't finished yet. So you might have a little extra time to work on those other projects that you didn't finish, okay? So what do we get when we get this packet? First, it's kind of like a comic book, although normally I didn't put another staple down here, but maybe I'll do that later. So it'll be like a book. And you can kind of go in there and you can draw it and you can get, put your ideas down there. So first you want to put your name here. So you'll put your name here. I'll do, you'll put your name. I'll do Mr. Right. So that's where my name goes. Later, when you're all finished or you're bored and you want to do something, you can draw a cover here. So you can draw your superheroes here, right? Okay. But for now, we don't worry about that. Oh my gosh, look at all those words. Maybe I should just read them to you because you're probably not going to read them. You're like, I'm not going to read that. Okay, project. You will create a superhero, complementary color superhero, right? Okay, you will create a superhero and supervillain, but you will use complementary colors for their costumes and do a bunch of sketch pages first. There will be an instruction video to watch. Step 1. Think of what kind of hero and villain you want to do. Step 2, do a bunch of pencil sketches of your characters using the sketch pages. Do face and costume sketches. Pick men or women or both for your characters. If you pick men, you don't have to use the women's sketch page. So if you just want to do a bunch of guys, then you only have to do sketch pages for the guys. If you want to do like man, like a man superhero and a female villain, then you can maybe do a couple men ideas and then like maybe one woman. Like you really only have to do 3 costumes. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. 3 costumes. So if you're going to do all women, do 3 women costume ideas. If you're going to do men, 3 men costumes. And then if you want to do man and woman, maybe do 2 men, 1 woman, or 2 women, 1 man. I don't care. But you don't have to do all of the men and all of the women if you're only going to do just men, right? So you have some choices, right? So that's fine. Okay. Let's see. Step 3, draw your hero and villain on their pages and fill in their story information. So we'll talk about that later. There are pages for men and women. You only have to do one hero and 1 villain. Okay? But I give you 2 of each. So watch. I have 2 women, 1 for a villain and 1 for a hero. So if you're going to do a hero woman, you'll do her here. If you're going to do a woman hero and a woman villain, here says villain, you'll do the villain here, you'll do the hero here, right? But let's say you're just going to do men. Okay, it's complicated, huh? So I have the villain man, and I have the hero man. So if you're just going to do men, hero, villain, right? You only have to do 2 of these full page heroes and villains. So if you want to do a villain man, but a hero woman, then you only have to do 1, 2, right? You only have to do 2 of these. If you're some of you guys are awesome and you want to do a lot of ideas, that's fine. You can do all 4, but just make sure 2 of them look really good, right? Okay. But you only have to do 1 hero and 1 villain. Okay. So let's see. Now we'll talk about this later. We want to trace them, but I didn't send home a fine point Sharpie. But if you have a thin marker at home, or that, we can use that. Okay. Complementary colors. Use complementary colors. So usually superheroes have complementary color costumes, or like compared to their villains, they have like complementary colors. So I think well, Green Lantern, he's just green because he's green, right? But I forgot the name of his villain. I want to say it's not. Ooh, I forgot the name of his villain. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, anyways, his villain is he has yellow and purple, which are complementary colors. So let's see. But But that's what you want to think about. Let's see, complementary colors. The X-Men originally were purple. They were kind of black, but they used purple, so it was like black and it was like purple, black, purple, and yellow. So Spider-Man, he doesn't have complements. Spider-Man is blue and red, which are not complements, but he usually fights a green enemy, like the Lizard Man, so or the Green Goblin. So the Green Goblin, he's green, and Spider-Man is mostly red. Those are complements, green and red. So we want to think about these complementary colors. And to think about them, we're going to color them in here. So if you have markers or crayons, you're going to color them in. So let's see, I got red. Start with red. So color this in. This is part of your book. So here I go. So red for red. Try to color it neatly. I'm going to try to do it fast because I don't want my video to be too long. Let's see. So we got red. Red is the complement of green. So this one's kind of easy to figure out. You can think of, boy, here, let me put these over here. Let me put these over here so that the camera doesn't focus. Okay, so green and red, that's like Christmas, right? So that's pretty familiar to you. You see that a lot. And the reason why we use complementary colors like green and red is because they are dynamic together. They're like opposites. So green is kind of the opposite of red. It's kind of on the opposite end of the color wheel. And so they are kind of dynamic. They're dynamic together. That's why you see them a lot in comic books. So red and green. So think about, so like if you have a hero that's mostly red, then maybe his villain will be mostly green, right? Or your hero can have red, but then maybe have some green accessories, like a green belt, green boots, right? But if your hero doesn't have complements, like, so if your hero's red, maybe he's like red and orange, that's okay, but then make sure you use the complement green, on the villain, right? Somewhere. The hero and the villain can be complements or opposites, and that's usually the case too. That's okay. I just want you to be thinking about complementary colors and how you're going to use them on your heroes and villains, right? Okay, so let's see, what's next? Yellow and purple. So this is like Lakers. Complementary colors are very popular with sports teams because they're action, right? So like, I guess I'm over here, and purple's on this other side. So purple and yellow are kind of exciting together. They look good. That's why the Lakers have, purple and yellow. I'm sure there's other teams that use purple and yellow that I'm not thinking of. Probably like hockey teams, or there's somebody out there. Let's see. I'm sure you can think of them maybe. Okay, so we got yellow. So yellow and purple are complements together. So I'm going to color these in. Okay. Finally, we have orange and blue. Now, orange and blue are complements, but they're also good to help us understand warm and cool colors. So orange is a complement of blue, but orange is also kind of like fire. It's kind of warm. So when we think of orange, we think of it as a warm color. Okay? And then blue is a cool color. So you think like water or ice. Ooh, this looks kind of blue. Like in the video, I'm watching on my TV screen or my computer screen. Let's see. Will this look more bluer? Ooh, that doesn't look very purpley. Maybe it's the light. It's in the morning. It's purple, trust me. It looks like a... Ooh. Okay, so you want to color these. Color these. Okay, but anyways, blue is a cool color. It's like ice or water. And painters will use warm and cool colors to help them kind of make a dynamic painting too. So orange is warm, blue is cool. Now also over here we got red. Red is warm. That's kind of like fire or hot, right? Red. And then green is kind of cool. Green is kind of like the grass or mint right? Or it's kind of cooler, right? Generally. And then yellow is warm, like the sun. Purple is coolish. It's coolish, but sometimes purples are so saturated that they feel warm. But generally, purples are kind of cool in color. All right. So, but anyways, complements. But think complements. That's the most important thing. Red is the complement of green. Orange is the complement of blue. Yellow is the complement of purple. Boy, that really doesn't look like much purple in this video. It's the light. Okay, so now we're moving on to our sketch page. So I somehow forgot to give you, I had these sketch ideas that I made for last year, for my last year fourth graders. And I kind of did this stuff, and I kind of show you how to draw a simple eye. I show you how to do, I don't know, I show you different things like a mustache, glasses, different lips. Show you how to draw lips. That's like Lips the Marvel Way. There's a book, How to Draw the Marvel Way. It's kind of like that. But what I'm going to do is, I forgot to give these to you. These are, and I got sample costume ideas too. I will photocopy these Tuesday and give them to your teachers Tuesday, maybe during lunchtime. So maybe you'll get these Tuesday, maybe you'll get these Wednesday. So if you want, you can just wait. Like if you want these, it'll help you to have these at home. So don't feel like you have to hurry up and do the art. Like it'll probably get posted Monday. This video will be Monday. Don't feel like you have to hurry up and do it Monday. You can wait Tuesday or Wednesday. I know art is the most fun class ever, but if you wait a day and you have these in your hand, you can like look at them real closely, and these will help you kind of draw your sketch ideas. So I'm going to give these to you Tuesday or Wednesday this week, because I forgot to put them in this packet. I was like looking through my packet, I'm like, oh, I forgot. So I'll photocopy them to you and I'll give them to you. Tuesday or Wednesday, though, your teacher will be able to give them to you. Okay? Well, anyways, we still need to come up with some ideas. So you're going to have this paper, and it kind of shows you how to draw eyes and lips. I'll kind of show you right now. So let's see. How do we do it? Let's see. And this is what we'll do this week. So next week we'll do the costumes. So the only thing you're really missing is, let's see, let me move this up a little so you can see. I got some ladies and I got some dudes. I got some men and women, different ideas for you to get some ideas. Okay, so first off, let's see. Oh, boy, what do I want to do? I want to do, I don't know. I want to do like, I'm going to do a villain, and he's going to be like a maniacal, evil hipster brainiac guy. So the first thing I want to think about is, I guess I'll do this one's more in the center. How do I draw eyes? Well, I kind of show you like right here, you kind of draw this line. It's kind of like I don't know. Here, I'll draw it here. It's like an upside down C. Now the question is, where do you draw it, right? Well, I kind of show you right here. They're about in the middle. You can see I kind of have this little sketch line. It's kind of like, in fact, let's see. The eyebrows kind of touch the top of the ears. And so the eyes are like, I don't know, they're kind of like right about here. But this page will show you. So if you wait a day or two, you'll have this page and you'll be able to like study it in your hands. Anyway, so it's about like right here. And it's kind of like, I don't know. It's kind of like a long C on its side, like that. And I'll draw one here too. So that's step one. Step two is you kind of draw like a half circle. You don't want to do oh, look, I show you. I think of everything. Don't do crazy eyes unless he's a villain, right? Now my guy is kind of a villain, but I want to try to do, he's kind of a serious, thought-provoking villain. But see, this is crazy eye. Crazy eye is when your pupil, the little black dot, is in the middle. And that's what we normally think of like when we draw. We think like, oh, there's like a dot in the middle. But the thing is if you look at people's eyes, like your parents' eyes, you'll see, usually it's like this, like half of their eye is kind of covered by the eyelid, like it's relaxed. That's what they call it, it's relaxed. But this is crazy where it's like surprised. So I'm not going to do it that way. And then let's see, I can kind of fill it in, but I leave a little circle, like a little highlight. You can barely see what I'm doing. But you'll see it when you get this paper. You'll be able to kind of compare it. So I have just basic eyes. Okay. Okay. And I guess these are just typical eyes. Sometimes students, if you've drawn, you're kind of too young to draw anime eyes. These are not really like anime eyes, but if you have a different idea on how to draw your eyes and they look good, like let's say you studied these, they have these books, how to draw like anime, and you draw anime, that's fine. You can do that too. I don't care. I just want your idea, your sketch ideas to look good. Now remember, these are just sketch ideas, right? Okay, now he is going to have a nose. I kind of show you how to draw a nose. I got like a simple nose can be just this like it's like a V, but you can draw these nostrils. But it's on my paper. I'll just do, let's see. I'm going to draw big nostrils. So let's see. First I'm going to start with my V. So here's my V. And then kind of at the end here, it's kind of hard to see. You can draw like, these are like big nostrils. And then usually there's like a little line around it, and that can kind of fill these in black. So he's got big nostrils. Okay, big deal. He's got a big nose. That's okay. He's a bad guy. I'm not saying if you have if a big nose, you're a bad guy. I'm just saying he has a big nose. But he definitely needs a crazy hipster mustache. This is my favorite thing to draw. There's like these evil, maniacal, and I'm going to make it really long too. It's like a handlebar mustache. Let's see. It's going to go. Oh yeah, he's going to be. Oh yeah, it's kind of like a curve. Now the hard part is to do it the opposite way. Let me see if I can do it. You got to think backwards. Okay. Oh yeah, he's like a total crazy guy. And then I'm just gonna give him like a hipster. He's gonna have like a hipster, a beanie, because that's what hipsters, you know. And I'm just drawing it. Now, if you don't know it, you could draw whatever you like, right? I'm just kind of drawing this. So there's his beanie, and then he needs eyebrows. He doesn't have eyebrows yet, so he's kind of mad. So let's see, but he's gonna have thin eyebrows, kind of like his thin, crazy. Mustache there, but he definitely needs hipster glasses. Oh, so here's some glasses I got. Hipster glasses, let's see, what are they like? I don't know. So hipsters, sometimes they wear glasses just to look cool. Like they don't even need glasses. They just wear them because they look good. Not everybody. Did you know that when you wear glasses, they make you look smart? So, like, I could probably get contacts, like, I just keep my glasses. They make me look smarter than what I really am. Okay, so he's pretty cool. Now let's see. He also he needs a mouth. So I'm just going to draw. Let's see. Do I show you how to draw mouths? Let's see. I'll show you how to draw lips. Let's see. I don't show you how to draw this line, but usually it looks like an M, kind of like a thin M. So let's see. First, you want to find the center of your mouth. So it's probably about there. And then you kind of have like a line here and a line here. And then you have like a little, I don't know, there's a name for this. I forgot what they call that. Like it's where your where your mouth like ends. There's a name for that. They have a name for everything. Okay, but anyways, there, that looks pretty good. So he's kind of mad. I'm going to give him a soul patch. A soul patch, oh, it's this thing. That's a soul patch. When you have this ugly little bit of hair here, you know. Women are so attracted to this. I'm just totally kidding. I don't know. Maybe they like them. I don't know. But I think most women do not. They're stupid. Like I think they look. It's like a little bit of weird. It's like a little, like a mouse crawled up on your face and died. It's not a full goatee. It's like usually it's really tiny. They're kind of goofy. I guess it depends on the beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So some people might find that attractive. I think it's goofy. So for my goofy enemy, he's going to have that. So there, I sketched. Now, obviously, I've been drawing faces for millions of years, so maybe I make this look really easy. Maybe this is very challenging for you. Don't worry about it. Just try your best. You can look at this paper like when you get it in a day or two, right? Get ideas. You can kind of look to see how to draw eyes, step 1, step 2, step 3. Maybe that'll help you, maybe not. You can try. But don't feel discouraged if I make this look easy. Like I said, I've been drawing faces for gazillions of years, right? Okay, let me draw a woman now. So let's see, do I have different eyes for women? Not always, but typically women have thicker eyelashes. Maybe not, but it makes it look more feminine because this is weird. Like we're trying to do, it's like iconography. Iconography means, I mean, it's not a perfect drawing or a perfect picture of a person. We're trying to use visual cues, that's iconography, to help us understand, oh, that's a woman. It feels more like a woman. Not necessarily, but not Not every woman has big, thick eyelashes like this. But usually in comic books, this can help you understand with limited drawing information. I'm talking way too much about this. My woman has thick eyelashes. There you go. That's the answer I should have said. Okay. Y'all, Mr. Smith, my mom said I don't have to have. I know. You don't have to have big eyelashes. I know. Oh, one thing I forgot to tell you on my hipster villain is that sometimes there's a very thin line underneath, and if you notice, it doesn't connect. Let me see if I can show you this. It doesn't fully connect. Like, it doesn't go straight up and connect there. And you're like, why? Because it's a fine detail, and that's typically how we draw comics. I don't know. It just looks better that way. It looks a little more natural. Okay, so let's see. She's going to be kind of pretty, so I'm just going to give her a simple nose. She doesn't need big nostrils. Usually, you don't want to necessarily draw big nostrils on women. Only big dudes. Big dudes have big nostrils because they need more oxygen to breathe in, right? Now, she's going to have lips, so I'm going to kind of draw my lips like this. So I kind of start with this shape. Let's see here. So I start here. I don't know what I want to say. It's a trapezoid, but it's not. it's a polygon of some kind. So I kind of start with this shape. Then I kind of curve in the top a little, and then there's a line in the middle. But then it kind of goes up and it kind of curves here. So let's see. Whoa! Ooh, I don't like it. You know what? When I draw lips, I'm gonna redraw it. I like to have the bottom lip. I like to have a lot bigger, so I kind of messed that up. Let's see. Just gonna, and then the line will be here. All right, whatever. There it is. Okay, so I drew her lips. Now she needs cool hair. Let's see. What kind of superhero is she gonna be? She's gonna be, boy, I don't know. She's gonna be like delivery girl, because I love getting packages in the mail. So let's see. Nah, let's see. I don't know what to do. Cheetah woman. Okay, so she's gonna have cool ears, like a cat. She's gonna have like this is gonna be like a, yeah, there. So it's like her face is kind of sticking out of a costume. And then she's going to have, I forget, do cheetahs have spots? Cheetahs have spots, don't they? Or is it leopards? Yeah, I don't know. Whatever fast cat this is. Oh, and she needs eyebrows. I didn't draw her eyebrows. So she's serious, so they're just going to be, they're going to be like that. There, not too mean. Not too mean. Okay, and then she's got this, and you got some dots down here. There, pretty sweet. Okay, so that's another idea. Okay, so I did two ideas. Now you want to do all 6 ideas, even if you don't end up using them. Like, this is just like getting your ideas. Now I noticed that a lot of you did awesome ideas when we did those Swatch watches. I loved your ideas. They were really cool. And so you figured out your ideas. Like, so that's what we're going to do. You're going to do all 6 faces, kind of like this. And you can have different hair, you can have a scar if he's a bad guy, or fangs. You can get ideas from this paper. So I'll get you a copy of this paper. This one has a goatee. Oh, and he has like Cyclops. He has like a mono sunglass thing, kind of like Cyclops. He's a villain because he's got a V here. V for villain, right? This guy's got cool hair. He's got his epic beard. So he's probably like a strong man, maybe. Or maybe he's just a beard growing man. Maybe he can grow his beard really long. Right? That would be really cool. But for this week, only do your faces. And you don't have to turn them in and show them to me. Just keep them in your packet. And then what will happen is, at the end of the 3rd week, you'll turn in your whole packet. So when you're all done, you'll turn in this whole thing. You don't have to show me that you did this part. Right? You'll show me at the end. So let's see, this is due October 29th. So when you turn it in October 29th, or maybe a little after, maybe turn in a little after that, then you just turn in your whole packet, and I'll look at all your book at the same time, okay? So we're just going to draw these faces. Next week, though, you'll start trying to figure out different costume ideas. And these ideas I just drew over this. It's like they call it a template when you have like a blank. So it's like a blank drawing. That's a template. And then I just kind of drew the details. So I kind of drew my ideas in there. And that's what you're going to do. And hopefully it'll be fun. So for this week, you only have to do the faces, the sketches for the faces, and color these in. And don't forget, put your name here, right? Put your name here. So that's it. So that's all we have to do this week. If you finish and you want to do more art this week, then finish up some other projects that you haven't finished yet, right? You can work on those, and that'll be that. So I'll see you next week. Have a good week, and I'll see you next time. Bye.